Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel. A Bitboy Crypto, which is, I believe, the second to largest cryptocurrency channel on all of YouTube, has reported in a brand new video that an SEC director, the SEC Director of Enforcement, has been fired. And he's saying that looks like it's because of an email which has been floating around recently, which I have highlighted just within the last several days or so. And then this email, it's actually acknowledging that XRP has not yet been designated a security. Like it hasn't. And that email, by the way, I'll show you some of the specifics for those of you that may have missed out, but that email was from October of last year. So think about that. The idea that the SEC was reporting to like the general, this is a speculator from the general public that they responded to, indicating that at this point in time, there has not been a designation from the SEC that XRP is a security, or is not. And still, what is the SEC actually arguing? What have they been arguing? Well, they've been arguing, because they're a bunch of asshats, that Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson, basically from the beginning of XRP existing, have just been engaging in the sales of an unregistered security. They're claiming that XRP has been sold as an unregistered security, yet just less than a year ago, we haven't come to a conclusion on that. Shouldn't that, in a sane world, shouldn't that just end the damn case? Is that too much to ask? Yeah, it's too much to ask, apparently, but here we are. And so, anyway, I wanted to talk about this, and also attorney Jeremy Hogan caught wind of this and this theory from Bitboy Crypto, and he chimed in as well, and he's got a bit of a different take on this, actually. But before I go any further, I do want to be clear. I don't have a legal or financial background of any kind. I'm not offering legal or financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos just as a fun hobby here. And so this is the video that I'm talking about. If you're looking at your screen right now, you can see this is the title from Bitboy Crypto. XRP exposes SEC criminals. Director fired over Ripple lawsuit. And it's only about 4 minutes. And so Bitboy Crypto, and he cited this in the video, he was about to go to a Braves game, and so he had a few minutes just to give a quick update. And so that's what he put out there. And it actually, he highlighted a topic that I brought up. And actually, by the way, and I appreciate this, he actually, in one of his recent live streams, just within the last few days or so, actually highlighted my channel, my YouTube channel, and in one of the videos that I put out, and it was the one that was highlighting exactly what's discussed in this article from the Daily Hodl, titled "Ripple Cites Viral Tweet on Status of XRP in Legal Battle Against SEC." And so I appreciate being credited for putting that out there. And I always do my best to credit people too, like in the XRP community, anytime I highlight anybody. So I appreciate that some of that came back around here. So if Bitboy Crypto or anyone from his crew that helps him run the channel, if any of you are listening, I just want to say thank you. I actually very genuinely do appreciate being highlighted. So thank you. But for those of you that missed out, here's what was discussed. I don't want to read the article, but here's what was discussed in the article. There was a tweet, and the first one dates back to December 24th, 2020. So this is 2 days after the SEC filed their initial legal complaint against Ripple, claiming that XRP was sold as an unregistered security. And look at this, an individual named Frank. And Frank wrote the following, and then he shared a screen grab from an email, which I'll read the email too in just a sec, but here's what he tweeted first. And he tagged Ripple, the SEC, and Hester Peirce, who is an SEC commissioner, wrote, "I have bought XRP early 2018 and wasn't sure if I bought a security because there was no decision yet. So I asked the SEC here the answer to my concerns. Are they lying to me? Are they lying? Well, what could that possibly mean? Well, take a look at the email. Here, I'll pull it up full screen for you." So he asked that exact question, is XRP a security? And here is the email that he got back on this exact topic from the SEC. This is from the SEC, and here you can see the title, Investor Assistance Specialist. And it reads as follows. Thank you for your recent email to the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. We appreciate the opportunity to review your additional concerns about Ripple XRP cryptocurrency. So let me pause right there. The SEC is conflating Ripple and XRP. There you go. I don't even think, in fact, based on that, I'm not even convinced they had started researching it at all. Like, period. Anyway, the email continues. Please be advised, the SEC has not issued a determination on whether the cryptocurrency XRP is a security. Whether a cryptocurrency is considered a security will depend on the characteristics and use of the cryptocurrency. As we have suggested, you may want to review Chairman Jay Clayton's statement regarding cryptocurrencies and initial coin offerings, and then they provide a link to that. So think about that. Here you go. This is the SEC confusing the marketplace by saying, yeah, we haven't decided. And then they go out just a couple months later, roughly, and they say, yeah, it's a security. XRP, it's been sold by Ripple as security. There you go. So what the hell kind of confusion is this? This doesn't make any damn sense. And how was Ripple supposed to know that what they were doing was wrong when in October of 2020 the SEC didn't know? It's completely absurd, is it not? And so in this video that Bitboy Crypto put out, this several minute long video, he was talking about how this director of at the SEC, director of enforcement, was fired, and he's speculating that email is the reason why. Now, I don't believe that for not that part. And by the way, when I challenge people's ideas or share a different perspective, I just want to be clear. I always say this when I do this because I know humans. I'm a human. I get it. This is not an attack on anyone. It's certainly not an attack on Bitboy Crypto. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. I love thoughtful discourse. And also, it's not an attack on this individual. I want to highlight a very short Twitter thread right here. There's an individual within the community named, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, I may not be, my apologies if not, Rian Taylor. And so he clearly saw this video from Bitboy Crypto, and he highlighted this. And he wrote, breaking news, SEC Director of Enforcement Gerber S. Gruhl was just fired over the letter received this week by an XRP holder. And so that part was speculation, which people can speculate. I speculate. I don't care. Anybody can speculate as long as it doesn't get too far into like Looney Tunes land. I like a little healthy speculation. That's fine. But the idea of it being over this email, yeah, now that I'm not so much on board with. First of all, the email. Again, it was first shared here December 24th last year. It wasn't technically new. The reason I made a video about it, though, was because Ripple highlighted it in their most recent, at that point in time, their most recent legal filing. They highlighted this. They're using this as evidence against the SEC, as they should, in my opinion anyway. My humble opinion. And so that's what happened right there. But this happened before this particular SEC director even worked at the SEC. So wouldn't it be a little peculiar that this email that's been floating around for some time got this guy fired when he didn't get hired until after it was understood that this existed? Right? So I didn't really so much buy into that. And so Jeremy Hogan looks like he felt the same way. So he responded to Rian Taylor and wrote the following. Attorney Jeremy Hogan, who of course runs the YouTube channel Legal Briefs. He wrote, sorry, I don't think this is correct. Bitboy might have gotten April 28th confused with August 28th, which is understandable as he was about to go to the game. So he's referencing there, as I said just a moment ago, there he was in Atlanta and going to a Braves game. Anyway, and then Jeremy continues. Also, I don't think you can be fired for something that happened a year before you were hired. Although nowadays, ... Yeah, no kidding, right? And then Rian Taylor, who started the thread, responded to Jeremy Hogan with the following. Interesting. But likewise, I have also heard the same now from my own contact. So there is definitely serious chatter on the Hill. Probably not over the letter. He said, apparently seems to agree that's improbable. But then he writes, but a resignation nonetheless, which generally means dismissed, really. And that could certainly be true. That sounds plausible. The idea that this individual resigned, it could mean, okay, technically you go ahead. They could be saying, we don't know the reason. You technically go ahead and resign, and then we won't say that you're fired. And so maybe it's to save face. That stuff happens. I know. I'm not that naive. Come on. And then Jeremy Hogan responded and wrote, in that case, I will stand half corrected. Smiley face. Director Gruhl only started a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I remember reading about that. I'm sure I talked about it on my channel. It hasn't been that long, right? So I'm not so much convinced that happened, but and Bitboy seemed really convinced like if this is true, if this is the reason, he's basically stating like this is a huge scandal. I I'm not so bold as to tie those particular things together, especially given the timeline, and because this guy hasn't been around that long. And also in this video, Bitboy, Ben Armstrong, Bitboy Crypto, he seemed to be under the impression that this individual had been working at the SEC much longer. And that's okay, like, whatever. We all make mistakes. If that's all that it is, and that's all that is, that's perfectly fine. I mess up. We all, that's like, for me, honestly, as long as somebody's operating in good faith, and I've said this times before, like, I'm good. Like, I'm under no illusion that everything that I say on this Moon Lambo channel with a silly-ass name, I'm under no illusion that everything is 100% accurate. But I'm way more right than wrong. I think that's fair to say. I mean, I better be, right? Or else, why is anyone listening to me? But we're all human, right? And so, of course, and then anytime I catch something like that, I'm always happy to report it. Like, I don't have an ego. Like, if I mess up, I acknowledge that. Of course I do. And so if that's all that it is, like, okay, not a problem. It's like, for me, I just want to know that whoever I follow on YouTube, whether it's crypto related, or pick the topic of various people that I follow on any number of topics, as long as I feel that they're operating in good faith, then that, to me, that means like I can have trust, and I just don't want to feel like I'm getting deceived or lied to or anything like that. And so that's why, for me, it's not about having a perfect score. Like, people are going to get stuff wrong. It's more so like, are you operating in good faith, and are you competent? If the answer is yes on both fronts, then in my book, we're good to go. We're good to go. But you can let me know what you think below. I think it's an interesting topic nonetheless here. But I guess that's all I got for this latest Moon Lambo Hot Jam. I am not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Lambo.